Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we are bringing back a relic from the past. Believe it or not, 2-3 years ago, this used to be a top deck. It used to be a tippity top tier deck for about a month or two, but and then it was just gone forever. But it's super cool. It was back when Guns Blazing was still around, and this deck really reminds me of Guns Blazing. But it was a very powerful control deck. Not much of it has changed. We've added a little bit of tuner. What's brought me back is this card, Fish Depth Charge. Now this used to be a level up, or it still is, a level up reward for Mako. So we were soft locked to just one, but guess what? Shark has given us our second copy of it. It inspires this fish deck. It's really helps it. Tribute one fish monster to target one card on the field, destroy that target. And if you do, draw one card. Very useful card, especially in combination with Oyster Meisters. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard except when destroyed by battle. Special summon one Oyster token. Very cool stuff. It also works with our Golden Flying Fish. He was the core. He was the new release that actually created this deck. What does he do? You tribute one other fish monster, then target one card on the field, destroy that target. So it's a very free-to-play friendly deck. Requires a lot of level up rewards, requires a lot of combos like Beautiful Princess. When this card's normal summon or special summon, usually special summon with Hammer Shark, you can special summon one level 4 or lower fish type monster from your deck. Virtually any fish we want when we summon that girl. So we could go into a 7 synchro. We're soft locked to one of these two, but boy, if we had more, it'd be such a wild deck. So you just Hammer Shark, you bring out your Oyster, bring out your Swamp Eel, bring out your Flying Fish. Really opens the door to virtually everything. It makes it like your Shark can special summon anything. So on top of that, we just have some econs to take advantage of the token we get from this boy. We have some Karma Cut to work in combo with our powerful Rebirth. That way we can get things back for our Flying Fish. We could get things back we threw away with Karma Cut. All that great stuff. So we are Synchros and XZs, guys. We're going level 9 Vermilion Dragon Mech. You're probably looking at this deck and saying, how do we even do that? Has a lot to do with powerful Rebirth, so that's usually the only time you're going to bring him out. Then we have Scrap Dragon, 4+4. Then we have Ganir, who is 4+3. Then we got mostly XZs. We got Cowboy, helps us get over those tougher monsters. Black Ray Lancer, he'll stop effects. And then, of course, the Leviathan Dragon. Gets up to 3k, 25k if you're trying to attack directly. We are using Mystic Depths, so all our boys have a decent amount of attack. It's really cool. It's just a really cool deck. It was better than the last Hammerhead Shark deck I made, because this one's proven, guys. It literally used to be top tier. 2 Fish Depth Charges don't exactly make it top tier again, but it's just such a super fun blast from the past. Never really got to try it with Synchros. Now we get to try it with Synchros and XZs. Very cool revisit, very strong decks. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing an Odeon. Going first. Boys using a Utopia sleeve and an Archfiend mat using Trap Layer, which gives him more traps, I do believe, in his starting hand. We're starting with our trap. Fish Depth Charge. We're bringing out Hammer Shark. This is the best combo, guys. Hammer Shark with our Beautiful. That's any monster we want. We're going with the Oyster Meister. We're going with the Leviathan Dragon first off. That's going to give us a token from, or no, it didn't give us a token from the Oyster Meister when we sent it. Very unfortunate. Not a big deal. Sets 2 more. We still have our Fish Depth Charge waiting. We got a Karma Cut. Bring out our Swamp Eel. Now we set our Leviathan to 3k. That causes him to use his Regeki Break. We're going to swing into his Shiranui Spectral Sword. Now remember, if you use Fish Depth Charge, you get to draw a card, which would make our Karma Cut also live. So boys going into Archfiend Zombie Skull. Can't do anything to him yet with our Fish Depth Charge, but we just let him go for those big old plays with that Shogun Saga. Now that's a boy we can hit with our Fish Depth Charge. And that +1 is going to open up our Karma Cut just in case things get really crazy. Summoning another Spectral Sword. Now I get really confident here because we're able to Karma Cut a Spectral Sword. We're going to banish 2 Spectral Swords to the grave. So I assume that's all the Spectral Swords he plays. He actually does turn out to play 3 Spectral Swords, so that was a very risky move. But we'll see. That's a Spectral Sword right there. We get our fish. Now there's a couple things we could do. We could use our flying fish, tribute our swamp eel, destroy that monster before it flips up, or we could go to Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon always has some fuel in this deck thanks to Yumi. Destroy him face down and swing for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. Going first. Poor boy was going for a rank up. No sleever mat there though. Show him our Mythic Depths. 3 Hammer Sharks. Very interesting, but we do have our Fish Depth charged, so that's a good start. Very bold play here to destroy the Dark Magical Circle, but we go for it. There's no way we're gonna get OTK'd usually, so it's not that crazy a play, but we still do it. Now we normal summon another Hammer Shark that's going to Karma Cut us. We didn't even have a follow-up play with the Hammer Shark. These are all level 4 monsters, so he couldn't have special summoned anything. But this Hammer Shark can. We're going to special summon our Oyster Meister, not do any XC summoning. We're going to just swing with these big boys, big damage. Now our boy sets 2 back row. We got a Karma Cut. It's going to be live. We're going to bring out our Flying Fish, get rid of Oyster for 1. Now he had a long time to use that. That was actually live. He did use Balance. Definitely live, but he chose not to use it for some weird reason. Made me think that other back row was good. That was a bluff, so not really sure where he was going with that, but that's the big point, guys, that Golden Flying Fish is not once per turn. You can just keep popping. That's why Oyster is so clutch. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Odeon. Going second, going for a rank up. This deck was clapping, guys, I'm telling you. So we show him our Mythic Depths. Handful of monsters, but that's just fine. He sets 2 back row. We get that Fish Depth charge, guys. Absolutely love that card. We're going to go Hammer Shark into Oyster. Or we would have if we didn't get hit with Fiendish Chain. But we still have Fish Depth charge. So it's going to use our monster anyway. Let us draw a card and let us destroy a card. So here we're going to destroy his monster. Stop what's likely in the gate that he set. We got another Fish Depth charge and Econ. This time we're going to start with the Oyster Meister in case we use him for either of our skills. He'll give us a token to use. Now in our opponent's end phase, we destroy his back row with our Fish Depth charge that lets us draw a Powerful Rebirth and gives us a token. Set the Powerful Rebirth, use our Golden Flying Fish, get rid of that token to destroy a back row. It's an Econ though, so he's able to just chain it. Not a problem, really eating away at this boy's resources. Now he's going to summon another Vega, nothing from his hand to summon. In our opponent's end phase, we bring out another Oyster Meister. Now remember, Golden Flying Fish is not once per turn. He can just keep popping the field as long as you have things. So we went for an Econ take, okay? We Econ take with our Oyster Meister. He Econ takes us. Oyster Meister obviously gives us a token. Bring out our Flying Fish once again. We hit that back row. He has to use a Fiendish Chain. So literally this guy has no more cards. And we have 2 Flying Fish out. We got a handful of monsters. We can do synchro plays. Whatever we want. So the boy scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Old School Seto. Going first. Poor boy is trying to catch a rank up over there in a different language. Not gonna happen. Using the Enforcers and a KC Cup sleeve. Got our Fish Depth charge. We're gonna set both. Go with the Swamp Eel because Hammer Shark has plays with other people. Swamp Eel will be just fine to set. And I make some bold plays in these duels. So, Simoon. We go destroy the Black Whirlwind because I'm assuming that's the only one he has. He's not going to get that Search. Likely doesn't have the Squall to do anything with the Simoon. Doesn't have anything else to do. Uses a Necro Valley. Not a big deal. Here. So the plays get a little out there. I'm going to switch a Gale because a 2k Simoon would actually be a little bit of trouble for us now. So we take a bunch of damage. Not a huge deal. Now Tuna is the best card we could have top decked there. We bring the Hammer Shark out. Bring the Tuna out. That's our Oyster. Now we can swing. Do this a little weird too. It's a risky play. I could have just left the Simoon and he couldn't have swung over us. But like I said, a 2K Simoon would have been a bit of a problem. We would have had to Xyz summon. We're going to take our chances with the 1 Gale. So all he would really need is a level 4 monster, and he's going to be able to lower some of our attacks. So in the short term, it was not as good a play, but getting rid of it, we got lucky. He didn't get a synchro off, so it's going to be a great play. We get our flying fish. Remember, it's not once per turn, but we're just going to go with some old-fashioned swinging, because I don't know what that back row is, so we got to play around it carefully. He top decks, obviously not going to do anything with just a back row sitting there, and we take it. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's Naigami going first. Poor boy was... I don't even understand how he's trying to rank up with these... he is cubic, so... probably pretty mad he did not get that rank up. But guys, we got Tuna, guys. Tuna is what it's all about. We Hammer Shark out our Tuna. Bring out a Tuner. Synchro into Gungnir. Then we're just waiting and willing to get popping, guys. Brings out a Cubic Vessel. Throws away a Karma. That's the bread and butter. Now he's bringing out Behemoth, which makes me think he's going to do those wacky summons. He does get his Guile out for 800 damage. But then he does use his skilled summon, I do believe. Dimension Summon brings out the Behemoth. Only 2k though, so he's not really a problem for us. We throw away a Flying Fish. Destroy a back row. It's not a good back row at Mandala. Then we swing into his monster. You gotta take his attack once you kill him, so he takes an extra 2k from that attack. That lets him summon his cube Duza again. Throws away another Karma. We destroy the Duza. Left with a Cubic King. Now after he does that Karma to search, I steal his Guile. This way he can't search another Guile. He won't have means to start his combo. He has to search his Duza. Why was it so important for me to stop that combo right now? Because if he searches another Guile, goes over that Guile, then he could just Dharma, bring out another Guile, then we're starting to take a lot of damage. This way, he just has to play around with his Duza again, set up his graveyard for a possible next turn. Not an immediate threat for us. He does find a way to make us take some damage here, I think, though. He's going to Dimension Summon once again, then learned his lesson from the last time, brings out the Cubic King. Does just 800, destroys his own Guile, not a good play. He was about to get it back. Then we bring out our Oyster. Good old-fashioned swinging over the boy, and that's how it ends. Great stuff. This deck still has teeth, guys. This deck's still going to get you some W's. Just update the traps with those Karma cuts. Maybe use just one of the tuners, add another trap. Since you can't really summon him with Hammer Sharks, so you don't really want to brick. He's just a tuna play. Maybe you could just go with one. Do even more Xyz. Do normal control. It's a very cool deck, guys. If you have the cards, definitely try it out, and thanks for watching.